shot up. That is in. Burns the win. Have room to run. Also, Dixon champion. Toronto both there. Henry is clock running down. Walnut Grove basketball is good.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Dixon High School for tonight's Missouri State High School Activities Association Class 3 District 9 Boys Championship Basketball Contest.
This one worked too?
Fans are
I've been using that one.
The purpose of this contest is to promote the educational mission of these two schools. Do your part by representing your community and school in a positive fashion and displaying good sportsmanship towards officials, players, coaches, and other fans during the game. Respect those that interact with at all time and enjoy tonight's championship contest. Now, let's meet tonight's participants. Our visiting team tonight will be the Dixon High School Bulldogs. And our home team will be the Steelville High School Cardinals. Here are the starters. For Dixon, number 2, Kay Senda. For Steelville, number 15, Wyatt Harris. For Dixon, number 14, Tommy McBride. For Steelville, number 22, Connor Diaz. For Dixon, number 22, Drew Young. For Steelville, number 24, Landon May. For Dixon, number 23, Drake Young. For Steelville, number 32, Johnny Bryce. For Dixon, number 24, Roston Martin. And for Steelville, number 40, Carson Mullen. The head coach for Dixon is Logan Ray.
Red, white, and black trim. And we're underway here at Dixon High School. Cardinals control the tip. Johnny Bryce with the ball left side. He'll find Landon May right over to Connor Diaz. Diaz now top the key. Back to Johnny Bryce. Couple of dribbles into the paint. Shots up and in. Cardinals lead 2-0 on top of the Dixon Bulldogs. Cardinals come into tonight's action looking for that back-to-back-to-back district title. Right side, open three instead. On the dribble drive, shots up and in. Dixon will tie it at 2. About 40 seconds into the contest. Cardinals now with the basketball. They come in with a record of 23-3 on the season, ranked number 5 in Class 3 basketball. Dixon comes in 15-13 on the season. Both teams looking to extend their seasons and finish off with the district title. Underneath is Mullen. He'll kick out. Diaz back to Mabe. Open three. A little too strong. On the offensive board is Bryce. Turn around, jump shot up and in. Johnny Bryce now has 4 points. It's 4-2 Cardinals. The other way, that one's blocked by Carson Mullen. He'll reject that shot by Dixon into the hands of Diaz. Over to Bryce from 3. It's a little too strong. And Dixon will pick up the rebound. Dixon, the 3 seed in the District 9 tournament. On the right-hand floater, no good. Underneath, Dixon with the offensive board and the bucket. And we're tied at 4. Both teams very athletic on the boards. Cardinals now inside. On the entry pass to Mullen, it's blocked. And Dixon will block the shot. On the follow, Dixon. They'll look to go left side. Underneath, that one's tipped. Carson Mullen got a hand on that pass into the hands of Bryce. Bryce to Diaz between the legs. On the jumper, it's good. What a move there by Connor Diaz to score. It's now 6-4. 5:46 left in the first quarter. Very high-paced, high-energy district championship game. And Dixon to the rack scores. They're now tied again at 6. Dixon matching up with the Cardinals. to start the game. Bryce on the backdoor cut. There's Mullen from Mabe, and Mullen will score. Carson Mullen draws contact, put it up and in, and he'll head to the line shooting one for the Cardinals. Good touch pass there for Landon Mabe to Mullen. It's now 8-6. Carson Mullen at the line. He'll shoot one. Free throws up. A little too strong. On the rebound is Dixon. Dixon trailing by 2, 8-6. 5:16 left. Left side. Dixon. No kick out. Thought about the three. Now left side. Looking for the dribble drive into the paint. And they're going to get a foul. That'll be on, I believe, Connor Diaz. Diaz will pick up his first personal foul. Both teams now knotted at one. Team foul. And Dixon at the line, shooting two. Case Sinden at the line. He'll miss the first. Second free throw for Sinden is good. Lead cut to one. Cardinals lead 8-7. 5:05 left. Diaz with the ball right side on the dribble. Finds Johnny Bryce. Bryce with a hot hand. He's got four. In for three. Connor Diaz buries the three. He's got five. Leads the Cardinals in scoring. It's now 11-7. Much like the other night in the semifinal game, Cardinals starting to pull away on the steal. Diaz into the hands of Bryce. Bryce, he'll put it up, and it's good. And that'll be a timeout on the floor. Dixon calls a timeout. Cardinals extend that lead. It's now 6 at 13-7. Back after this. And we're back after the timeout underneath. Good look there by Dixon. They'll miss the layup. Diaz almost picked up to steal underneath. And Dixon will stay with it. And they'll get the bucket. 13-9. That's our score. Lead is 4 for the Cardinals. Diaz now over to Harris. Harris underneath to Mullen. Up over his head. It was tipped from behind for Dixon. They'll pick up the steal and the basket. Dixon fouled on the layup. They'll head to the line and shoot one. So after the timeout by Dixon, Dixon on a 4-0 run. And at the free throw line shooting one. Drew Young at the line. Looking for the three-point play. That foul credited to Wyatt Harris. That's his first personal foul, second team foul. And the lead is cut to 1, 13-12. 5-0 run for the Bulldogs. Diaz with the basketball. They go right. Now back out to Mabe. Mabe over to Bryce. Bryce right side. Over to Harris. Harris underneath finds Mullen. Mullen will put it up and it's blocked. Couple of block shots there on Carson Mullen. They're going to get the double dribble. Dixon with the turnover. Cardinals will get the ball back. They'll have it underneath their basket. This Dixon team looking for revenge. They've lost the last 2 district title games to this Steelville Cardinals bunch. And on the inbounds play, Johnny Bryce will catch and shoot. He is on fire. He's got 8. Dixon now with the ball, crossing the timeline. Left side, guarded by Wyatt Harris. They'll go now right, down to 3:18 left. Lead is 3, 15-12. Thought about the three. Pull back, step back, shots up, no good. Tipped. I'm going to say off Carson Mullen. Couple of Bulldogs there on the rebound, and Mullen will knock it out of bounds. It will stay Bulldogs basketball. They'll have it underneath their basket. Looking for the inbounds. On the cut to the basket, too strong off the glass, and Mullen will tip it out the midcourt, and Dixon will track it down. They'll have it again. 3 minutes left here in the first. 15-12. Cardinals leading at the volleyball line. Now right side is Dixon. Moving the ball around the perimeter. Now left, looking for that backdoor cut. Now top of the key. Thought about the three. Instead, they'll go left side. On the Entry pass, kick out, open three. That was partially blocked. Mullen, he'll follow with the rebound into the hands of Diaz. Diaz up the floor, finds Bryce. Bryce with a hot hand. He's got 8. Over to Mabe. Mabe will find Mullen underneath, and he'll score. Mabe went up for the shot, instead passed it down low to Carson Mullen, and he'll score. 17-12, lead is 5. On the baseline move, that's short. Loose ball. Tracked down by Diaz. And Diaz not able to get a hand on it. And it will head out of bounds off the Cardinals. Dixon will get the ball back. 2:09 left here in the first quarter. Very fast-paced game for both teams. I like to think it plays favored the Cardinals. They come in scoring, on average, 74 points a ball game. Dixon just 56. Right. And Dixon now with the ball. They'll go left side, open three. And it's good. Dixon answers with a three. It's now 17-15. Cardinals now with the ball. Over to Mabe. Mullen back to Bryce. Bryce with the basketball. He'll pump fake, kick out. Diaz will pull from 3. Off right side, but there's Mullen on the foul. What a strong move. One bounce off the glass. And Carson Mullen with the bucket. It's now 19-15. Mullen was 6. On the spin around, they'll go right side. Right hand floater off the mark. Tipped and knocked out of bounds off Dixon. Cardinals will get the ball back. Gage Harris will check in for the Cardinals for Wyatt Harris for his first action. Mullen back to Diaz. Diaz on the drive, finds Mullen, and Mullen will score again. Make it 8 for Carson Mullen here in this first quarter. And Dixon with the ball. Lead back to 6. It's the largest lead at 21-15. On the fake underneath, they'll kick out. They're going to hold it for a last-second shot, perhaps. Instead, they'll drive inside. On the layup, it's no good. Challenged by Mullen into the hands of Diaz. Cardinals on a 4-on-2. Diaz will pull off the mark. Tipped by Mullen, but into the hands of Dixon. Dixon now with the ball with 27 seconds left here in the first. Left side. Thought about the 3. They'll move it back to the volleyball line. Clock down to 15 seconds. And Diaz, or that is Bryce. Bryce will sneak in on Dixon to pick up the steal. It's 23-15. Clock down to 6. 4. 3. It's going to be short. Into the hands of Mabe. And the Cardinals will take an 8-point lead after 1 with a score of 23-15 in the district final of Class 3, District 9. We'll be back after this. That's got to favor the Cardinals when he starts to heat up. That could be very dangerous for the Bulldogs. Bulldogs will have it to start the second quarter. Left side, open 3, way off the mark. Tipped and knocked out of bounds. It'll be off of Carson Mullen. Here on the near side, on that screen, it sure looked like Carson Mullen was held. But no call. It will stay Dixon's ball underneath the basket. Into the corner, now to the right wing, extended. Right elbow, one dribble, shots up. It's short. Knocked out of bounds. They're going to say off Mullen. Dixon getting inside on the rebounds. Contesting those rebounds will maintain possession of the basketball. Until now, on the inbounds play, Dixon will receive the pass with a foot on that sideline. That'll be a violation. Cardinals will get the ball back. 23-15, that's our score. Cardinals leading by 8. Just underway here in the second quarter. Bryce over to Landon Mabe. Mabe into the paint on the fadeaway jumper. It's good. Right on cue, Landon Mabe knocks down his first bucket. He's got 2. It's 25-15, the largest lead for the Cardinals. Left Left side on the dribble drive. One-hand floaters up and in. Sinden knocks down the bucket. Left side. Diaz, he'll attack. To the glass, it's no good. Rebounded by Dixon. Dixon now with the basketball. Underneath on the backdoor cut, and that's blocked. Gage Harris helped his teammate with the block shot up the floor. Mabe will score. What a play up the floor, and the Cardinals score. Bryce to Mabe. Mabe now with 4, and it's a 10-point lead. 27-17 on the transition bucket by Landon Mabe. 30-second timeout. Back after this. Back after the timeout. Must be nice to have a 6'5" sophomore on the bench to start the game, to check in and provide the defense needed on that rejection. Cardinals score on the block shot by Gage Harris. It's 27-17, 6:30 left here before halftime. Dixon with the ball. They'll look to go right, top of the key now. Now back left. Cardinals in that man-to-man defense. It's a smothering man-to-man. On the shot, it's blocked, partially blocked by Mullen. Picked up by Harris into the hands of Johnny Bryce. Bryce, couple of dribbles, will pull and does not get the friendly roll. Somehow rolled out on the backside, and Dixon gets the rebound. Cardinals' recipe for success here tonight is having a good offensive game by their senior, Johnny Bryce, and he's got 10. Leads all scorers. Dixon now going to slow it down some. Open 3, though. About 3 steps back. Off the mark. Rebounded by Carson Mullen. Up the floor is Bryce to Mabe. Mabe will attack on the jumper. It's good. 29-17. The lead is 12. 9:28. Underneath. They'll kick out. And on the running floater, it's no good. Rebounded by Diaz. Cardinals off and running. Right side. Harris. He'll go baseline. And he'll be pushed underneath. That'll be the second team foul now on Dixon. Cardinals will have it underneath their basket. Connor Diaz on the inbounds. Looking for Harris. He'll find Bryce instead. Bryce into the corner. A little shake and bake, goes left side. Underneath Mullen. What a play. Mullen up and in. Johnny Bryce let that play develop, and Mullen scored underneath. It's now 31-17. Cardinals extending that lead here over Dixon. On the floater, that one stripped. Gage Harris up to Mabe. Mabe, left side, up and in. Count it. Landon Mabe gets the bucket and draws the foul, and Mabe will head to the line and shoot one. Mabe, without scoring in that first quarter, now has 6, and he's at the foul line with a chance for the 3-point play. Make it 7. Cardinals scoring in bunches. It's now 34-17. And Dixon has the ball. Left side, Dixon looking to go right. Cardinals will switch on the defensive end. Bryce now guarding the ball. Now back to Diaz on the ball. Right side now on the kick out. They'll dribble in. Thought about the 3 left. Looking for the backdoor cut. It's not there. It was kicked by Connor Diaz. It will stay Dixon basketball. Not only the Cardinals active with their hands, they're active with their feet on the defensive end here tonight. 4:28 left here before halftime. Cardinals with a very balanced scoring attack. Good move there for Dixon. They'll drive to the basket and score. Cardinals now have 2 in double figures. Carson Mullen with 10. Johnny Bryce with 10. Landon Mabe now with 9. Connor Diaz with 5. Landon Mabe now right side, looking for that screen. He'll pull from 3. Count it. That is tough. How do you defend that 3 for Landon Mabe? Mabe is heating up. He's got 12 in the quarter. It's 37-19. That play didn't happen, though, without his teammate, Carson Mullen, on the screen. On the rebound is Mullen. Right on cue, up the floor. Johnny Bryce tipped it to himself. He'll put it up, and it's good. Bingo. Lead is now 20. 39-19. Cardinals on top of the Bulldogs. 3:33 left here before half. Into the paint. They'll put it up off the glass, and it's good. Good move there by Dixon. No answer. Cardinals need to keep Dixon out of the paint. Left side, Landon Mabe. Looking for that screen left side this time. He'll pick it up. Needs some help. On the cross court, finds Bryce. Bryce will catch and shoot the three. In and out, no good. On the tip, Gage Harris into the hands of Mabe. Mabe underneath. Mullen, and it's good. Acrobatic pass there. Mabe to Mullen. It's now 41-21. It's a 20-point lead. Ties the largest lead here in the first half. Left side, Dixon. 2:55 left before half. Into the paint. Ripped. Stolen away. Mullen up to Bryce. Bryce will track it down. Couple of dribbles into the paint. Up. Too strong. And Dixon will get the rebound. Into the paint. Right hand floater. It's good. Dixon finding success with the running floaters. Lead cut to 18. And then Mabe now with the ball right side. He'll fade away on the jumper off the mark. Dixon will pick it up, but there's Mabe. Almost picks up the steal. They're going to get Diaz with the foul. Diaz will reach in. That will be his first foul. And Daniel Light will check in for the Cardinals for Connor Diaz. Light, another senior for the Cardinals, with his first action. 2:16 left here in the first half. It's 41-23 in the Class 3 District 9 championship. Dixon now with the ball right side. They'll get the high screen. On the roll. They'll stay right. On the baseline move. Weak side pass. Shots up and in. Back-to-back buckets for Dixon. Lead cut to 16. See if the Cardinals can answer. Inside of 2 minutes to play. Daniel Light now with the ball. Left side finds Mabe. Mabe almost had it stolen. Bryce on the pass underneath is Mullen, and Mullen will score. Carson Mullen now with 14 points here in the first half. He has had a big-time performance half for the Cardinals. Cardinals almost got that steal. Dixon will put the shot up right side, and it's blocked. Knocked out of bounds by Gage Harris. It will stay Dixon's basketball. It's an 18-point lead, 43-25. Dixon on the inbound. To the left elbow, now left corner. They'll get the screen on the dribble. Handoff now. Dixon with the ball. Inside, into the paint. Couple of pump fakes. They'll get Carson Mullen up in the air, and they're going to draw the foul. Mullen will pick up his first. Dixon will head to the line. They'll shoot 2. Drake Young at the line shooting 2. First free throw for Young is good. Wyatt Harris on the floor. Checking in for Johnny Bryce. Young now with 8. Second free throw for Young is good. Make it 9. He'll tie his teammate Case Sinden with 9 points apiece. 1:05 left here before half. Cardinals with the ball. Lead is 43-27. Wyatt Harris now right side. Over to Mullen. Through the hands of Mullen. That was a tough pass. And it's stolen away by Dixon. Dixon can cut it to 14 with a 2. Clock down to 32 seconds. Daniel Light guarding the ball. He'll kick out. Going to run some clock. Into the paint. And the shot's up and in. Dixon extending the offense. Looking for the dribble drive. In the basket. Lead is cut to 14. 12 seconds left. Right side. Harris. Through his hands. And it's going to go out of bounds. Dixon now with a chance to cut it to 12. 8 seconds left. We've got a timeout on the floor. Cardinals call the timeout. It's a 30-second timeout. Cardinals with a 14-point lead at 43-29 with 8 seconds to go. It'll be Dixon's basketball. Dixon's ball with 8 seconds left here before halftime. They'll get it in. Right side, crossing the timeline. Clock down to 4. Into the corner. They're going to pull from 3, and it's short. And the Cardinals will head to the half with a 14-point lead over Dixon in the Class 3 District 9 championship game, 43-29. We're going to take about a 10-minute break and be back for second half action. And welcome back for second half coverage of the boys basketball Class 3 District 9 championship. Cardinals have a lead. It's 14 at 43-29. They'll have the basketball to start the second half. Landon Mabe with the basketball. Had it stolen away. Trying to hit Wyatt Harris underneath, and Dixon will pick up the early steal here in the second half. Dixon now with the ball at the free throw line on the backdoor cut. Harris got a hand on it. He said he knocked it off of Dixon. Instead, it will stay with the Bulldogs. They'll have it underneath their basket. Cardinals about 16 minutes away from another trip to a state sectional game. Dixon now with the ball, left side. Looking for the high screen. On the backdoor cut, into the paint. They'll kick out. Nothing there. Back to the volleyball line, right side. Dixon looking to get inside. They like that man-to-man in the backdoor cuts. And they'll score. Cardinals not defending that backdoor cut as well as they should. And the lead is now 12, 43-31. Harris, he'll put it up. Off the mark, there's Mullen on the rebound. That one's blocked. Much like early in the first quarter, Mullen had a couple of good looks underneath, and both times were blocked. But then he settled in. He leads all scores with 14. Dixon now has a chance to cut it to 10. Or single digits with a 3. 6:15 left here in the third quarter. Dixon will go left side. On the high screen, they're going to look for that backdoor cut. They'll get the spin around. Right hand floater, and it's good. Dixon extending their offense, finding opportunities at the basket. The lead is 10. 43-33, Dixon on a 4-0 run. Start the second half. Johnny Bryce out to Mabe. Mabe over to Diaz. Dixon settling into that 2-3 zone. Forcing the Cardinals move the ball around the perimeter. Mabe underneath. He'll put it up. Too strong. Knocked out of bounds off of Landon Mabe. And Dixon now will get the ball. Momentum shifting towards Dixon as we start the second half. They're on a 4-0 run. 43-33. They can cut it to single digits. Cardinals led by as many as 20 in that first half. Dribble drive, right hand floater, up and in. Dixon has perfected the right hand floater. About a 15-foot floater. And the lead is 8. 43-35. Landon Mabe now with the ball, right side. Cardinals have yet to score here in the second half. Mabe with it on the bounce to Mullen. That will head out of bounds off Dixon. It's Cardinals basketball. They've got it underneath their basket. Connor Diaz out to Harris. Harris over to Bryce. Bryce deep left side. Finds Diaz. Diaz to Harris. Harris will put it up, and he's fouled. He was held on the shot, and he'll head to the line and shoot 2. That'll be the first foul, either team. And Wyatt Harris at the line shooting 2. First free throw up and in. Neither team in foul trouble. Harris with his first point. All 5 starting Cardinals on the scoreboard. Second free throw. Rattles in. Lead back to 10. And there's Diaz. He'll pick up the steal. Knock the ball loose off of Dixon, and the Cardinals will get it. That's what these Cardinals can do. They can play off momentum from the offense with the defense. Now they can extend. Lead is 10, 45-35. Diaz looking for help. Over to Bryce. Bryce draws 2 defenders. He's fouled from behind. Another reaching foul on Dixon. That's on Case Sinden. And we got to stop in play. Got to stop and play. Looking at the clock. 4:08 left. Let's see if they add some. Okay, they're going to add some more time. So 4:12 left. Put about 4 seconds on the clock. Underneath is Harris. That one's going to be blocked. He'll get a hand on the pass, though. Bryce will put it up. No good. On the follow. One dribble. Shots up and in. Harris had his shot blocked, but he hung in there. And Dixon will miss. Underneath. Harris got a hand on it. Ball's loose. Harris fighting for it with Bryce, and they'll tie it up with Dixon. It will stay Bulldogs basketball. Dixon had an opportunity there to cut it to 10 with an open layup. So it's Dixon's basketball. They're on the far sideline. Into the backcourt. And Dixon left side draws the foul. They're going to get Harris. That'll be his second. Wyatt Harris, the only starter for both teams with more than 1 foul. He's got 2. Interesting stat so far through 2.5 quarters. Bulldogs with the ball, 3:34 left. They'll pull it back out. Looking underneath. Landon Mabel pick up the steal. Up to Johnny Bryce. Bryce, couple of dribbles, back to Mabe. Mabe about 6 steps behind the arc, off the mark from 3. Tracked down by Diaz. Diaz cross court, over to Bryce. Bryce, he'll find Mabe. Mabe will pull from 3 again. That one's off the mark. Dixon with the rebound. Left side is Dixon, 3:02 left here in the third. Looking to go underneath. They'll cross court it. Now on the dribble. Top of the key is Dixon. Into the left corner, and it will hit out of bounds. Dixon will turn it over, and the Cardinals will get the ball. H. Harrison for Wyatt Harris. Lead is 12, 47-35. Much closer than Coach Tolley, the Cardinals, would like it. Open 3, Mabe. Up and in. Good shooters shoot, and that's what Landon Mabe did there. Missed his first 2, knocked down the third, and lead back to 15. It's 50-35 on the three-pointer by Landon Mabe. He now has 15. Timeout on the floor. Dixon will take a quick break, be back. And we're back. It'll be Dixon's ball. They'll have to go the full length of the court. Cardinals in the full court. Man-to-man. And they're going to get Carson. And that is Connor Diaz. Diaz on the hand check. He'll pick up his second foul.
His second, team second.
50-35 is our score. Cardinals up by 15. On the move to the basket. Off the mark. Dixon will follow. And for the third time, they'll miss. Rebounded by Mullen. Couple of excellent looks there. Dixon. Mabe to Harris. Harris back to Diaz. He'll put it up. That one's blocked. Back to the hands of Diaz, and he's fouled. That'll be another reach. Himman with his second foul. Harris. Over to Mabe. Mabe will pull from three. Up and in. Cardinals now with an 18-point lead. It's 53-35. It was just 8. It's now 18. Don't go to sleep on these Cardinals. They do score in bunches. On the miss. Rebounded by Mullen. Up the floor is Mabe. Mabe on the pump fake. Underneath. Got himself too far under, but he'll follow. Up and in. Mabe now with 20. Remind you, Landon Mabe had 0 points at the end of one. He now has 20. And Bryce will sneak in. He'll pick up the steal. Up the floor. It's up and in. It's now a 22-point lead. And there's Diaz on the steal. Looking to go underneath. This will be a kick. Dixon will kick the ball, and it will stay Cardinals basketball. Lead is 22. And Cardinals will have it underneath their basket. .111 left here in the third quarter. And it's Cardinals basketball underneath their basket. Mullen on the shot. Up and in. Diaz on the alley-oop to Mullen. And Mullen scores 59-35. It's a 24-point lead, the largest for the Cardinals in the district title. Left side open three. Dixon shots up and in. Diaz underneath. Mullen up and under is good. So Mullen now with 18 points on the night. Diaz just too much for Dixon on the ball. They go left side. Underneath, good pass. Little kick out, 61-38. We're down to 20 seconds left. On the back door, cut, mid-range, up and in. Got the friendly roll. Lead is 21, 10 seconds left. Diaz from the elbow, up off the glass, and it's no good. Cardinals, though, will take a 21-point lead now. After three, with a score of 61-40. 8 minutes left for the Cardinals. Championship game. Cardinals 8 minutes away from a three-peat here at Dixon. Cardinals with the ball to start. Mabe will catch and shoot off the mark. Tipped by Mullen into the hands of Dixon. Dixon on the baseline. That'll be a violation. Cardinals will keep it. Underneath, Mullen into the hands of Harris, and Harris will score up off the glass. 63-40. Left side, there's Diaz. He tracked down that floating pass and knocked it out of bounds. It will stay Dixon's ball. 63-40. Our score, 7:34 left. Into the paint, on the turnaround, up off the glass, no good. There's Gage Harris knocking it loose. Mabe picks it up the floor. Bryce, he'll challenge his man up off the glass and in. 65-40. How do you stop that? The baseball pass from one paint to the next. Cardinals get this steal. Carson Mullen into the hands of Bryce. You can feel momentum now all in the hands of the Cardinals. Open three. Gage Harris off the mark. Rebounded by Dixon. And Johnny Bryce will get his hands on the pass. Pick up the steal. Mullen to Bryce. Too strong from three. Dixon will get the rebound. 6:45 left. Bryce again. Hands on the pass up the floor. And Diaz pushed to the floor. No call. It'll go out of bounds off the Cardinals. Kyle Killeen will check in for the Cardinals. His first action. He'll check in for Johnny Bryce. It's Dixon's basketball. They trail by 25, 65-40. They're still in that full court man-to-man press. Clock down to 6:30. Left side on the spin, turnaround. They'll dump it down low. On the dribble out, open three. It's short, rebounded by Harris. You'll find Diaz. Diaz now with the basketball, crossing the timeline. Left side, Landon Mabe. Mabe with 20 points on the night. He had 30 the other night. Harris out to Diaz. Diaz back to Mabe. Mabe, he'll kick out over to Killeen. Killeen back to Mabe. He'll head out of bounds. Johnny Bryce will check back in for Landon Mabe. Cardinals will double team. Dixon will have the ball, right side, into the corner. On the drive to the basket, it's stolen away. Diaz will pick up the steal. Over to Bryce. Bryce looking for Killeen into the corner. Open three. And it's good. Kyle Killeen buries the three-pointer. It's a 28-point lead now for the Cardinals. Not long ago, the lead was just 8. And there's Diaz fighting for the steal. He'll pick it up into the hands of Bryce. And Dixon will knock it out of bounds. What effort by senior guard Connor Diaz. Stripped the ball. The ball kind of faded out in front. He slid to the deck. Knocked the ball to his teammates' hands. That was Johnny Bryce, who looked up the floor and was knocked out of bounds. They're going to get Johnny Bryce on the illegal screen. That's just his second personal foul. Cardinals with just 3 team fouls. Dixon with just 3. Low fouling affair here. Dixon looking underneath. One dribble, up and under, shots up and in. Diaz over to Mabe. Mabe, he'll pull from 3, and it's good. Dixon didn't get a hand in the face, and Mabe will score. Lead is 29. There's Mabe on the pass. In transition up off the glass, and it's good. Make it 31. The lead for the Cardinals. 73-42. They have pulled away here in the second half. And we got to travel. Can't pass it to yourself. The Cardinals will get the turnover. Carson Mullen back in for the Cardinals. For Gage Harris. Landon Mabe with the ball. He'll cross the timeline. We've got a running clock now. The lead is 31, 73-42. Cardinals with the ball left side. Kyle Killeen in and out. Bryce on the follow. It's knocked out of bounds off Dixon. Cardinals 3.5 minutes away from another district title here at Dixon High School. They will secure their 10 win in a row over Dixon. That's over a stretch since 2016, I believe. Johnny Bryce at the line. He's going to shoot 2 on the foul. First free throw for Bryce. That was out. Second free throw for Bryce is good. The lead is 32. Right side is Dixon, 2:35 left. They're going to get Kyle Colleen reaching around the back. He'll be charged for the foul, and Dixon will head to the line and shoot 2. First free throw for Burns, off the mark. Wyatt Harris and Connor Diaz on the floor. Kyle Colleen and Johnny Bryce. Dixon will substitute as well. Second free throw, a little too strong. They'll follow. Shots up, no good. Rebounded by Mabe. And Mabe now with the ball. We're inside of 2 minutes to play. Cardinals will get the 3 left side. Off the mark by Diaz. Dixon with the rebound. On the follow, Dixon will put it up. That's no good. Wyatt Harris on the rebound. He'll find Diaz. 1:23 left. And to Daniel Light. Light back to Diaz. Diaz over to Harris, up off the glass, and he's fouled. Harris will head to the line, and he'll shoot 2. Cardinals will get that much anticipated date in a sectional matchup. That will be Monday night at Lebanon High School at 7:45 p.m. And they will await the winner of District 10, which features 2 of the top 3 teams in Class 3. Both teams will get a round of applause as they send their starters to the bench. Excellent season for Dixon, making it to the district final here as a 3 seed. They will finish with a record of 15-14. Harris at the line will make the second. Cardinals will await their opponent. It will either be the number 1 Mansfield or the number 2 Thayer in that district. That game tipped off at 6:30 p.m. Clock down to 10. Off the glass, it's good. That will pretty much do it. Clock down to 1, and that's it. Ball game over. The Steelville Cardinals are district champs. They'll pick up the 3-peat with a final score here over Dixon. 76-44. Cardinals victorious over Dixon in the Class 3 District 9 championship ball game. Congratulations to the Cardinals. They're moving on. And congratulations to Dixon on a fine season. That'll do it here from Dixon High School. Thanks for tuning in to Misha TV. I'm Scott Perkins alongside here with Allen Hilliard. Come back tomorrow night for Lady Cardinals basketball action. They'll take on the Lynn Wildcats in their championship game. That game will be here tomorrow night at 3 p.m. Thanks for tuning in. Have a great night, everyone.
Shot up, that is in, Burns the win! Have room to run. Also district champion. Toronto, Henry are both there. Henry is